Hi everyone, my name is Antonova and I'm a second semester project management student here in Humber. I finished the Capstone research project, which was basically an audit of an actual project implemented by a professional project manager for Scotiabank, and I'd love to share with you my experience, audit results, and some advice. So our sponsor's project is called IFRS 17, which is an international financial reporting standard. This project will replace currently existing standard on accounting for insurance contracts from January 2021. It's a lengthy project which is going on from 2019 to 2022, and it consists of multiple phases. Each of the phases is treated as an individual project, with its opening and its closure. So at this point, only phase 1 is complete, which was reviewed in our audit report. So the key findings that we learned is that overall this project was extremely compliant with the PMBOK. The overall compliance is 95%, with project risk management being the most compliant, 100%, and project stakeholder management being the least compliant, which was still amazingly high at 87%. If you want to take a closer look at quantitative results for each knowledge area, please take a look here. The project was very well performed, however, we still had a couple of recommendations for our sponsor. We suggested that he could use stakeholder engagement assessment metrics in order to identify the engagement levels of his stakeholders and have a better communication with them. We also offered that he could use a critical path in the project schedule and cost and schedule bottom-up estimating tools. This would allow him to better approach and estimate the cost, the schedule, and estimated time to completion. And our last but not the least suggestion was to use a communications management plan. This would really help him to guide a project team on how to manage communications and also how to manage communications with his stakeholders as well. Our sponsor's reaction. Our sponsor was very surprised and very pleased with the outcomes of our audit report because he's not formally trained in project management and he's not PMP certified. So he was pleased to know that his project is 95% compliant with PMI's PMBOK best standards. Lessons I learned from this. Running this project improves the time management skills. It was always very difficult to get time because our project sponsor was very, very busy. It taught me that interpersonal skills are very powerful and essential in anything. Because we were able to build a friendship with our project sponsor, he was often willing to go an extra mile in order to help us and to make sure that our deliverables are on time. I also learned that not every project necessarily has to be 100% compliant with PMBOK in order to still be very successful. Some advice I have for future Capstone project managers is you should prepare and ask powerful questions that are simple. So how I made my questions, I went to PMBOK to search for definition of every process, paraphrased it in simple words, and used it to make a question. Also remember and appreciate your sponsor's time. You always have to plan your meetings and try to stay on topic, not deviate, in order to make them be efficient. Also try to get more work done in advance. You never know what might happen. Your project sponsor can fall ill, global pandemic can happen, so try to get done most as early as possible. And be polite. It's always a good idea to send a thank you note, thank you email to your project sponsor after every meeting that you have, and also after your project is completed. If you would like to connect or have any questions, please feel free to email us or connect on LinkedIn. Thank you.